3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome everyone. Forex trading results. I'm having some technical difficulties this morning, so getting started a little bit late. Had a power outage here, so we will go over this. I have no sound on my end. However, it looks like you have sound on your end. Welcome. We do have a free trade and quite a few. There's quite a bit of volume in the free trade signal system. Right now we have a CAD JPY buy trade that has opened. However, if we look at the history, we have $566.97 worth of signal trades closed. I don't know what you bid, right? But this is what I bid. And in fact, the signal bid is focused on what would be considered a multiply factor. So a 1.00 lot size on my end is a 1 multiply factor on your side, meaning 1, what is your base lot size for your account? Simple as that. If you don't understand that, come to FXWithTerry.com, get into the Discord group, and ask the questions. But this is pretty straightforward. We had that Euro USD yesterday, and that closed with a net profit. And then we had a Chief JPY and AUD USD close, and we're in another. We're in a CAD JPY now. So CAD JPY buy. You can see that, these signals, these trades, and I'm going to get into this a little bit here. They just, you just don't know when they're going to pop. You don't know when the volume and volatility is going to come to that currency pair. I think we held Euro USD for a day or two, and then you got a bunch of trades that pop overnight. So pretty crazy stuff. I want to take a moment to, I get the weirdest questions and I think about them, and that doesn't mean you shouldn't ask weird questions, right? But I'm so close to the algorithm, I understand how it works so closely that when I get questions, it's like, it hurts my brain, because I'm like, how did you arrive at that question? That doesn't even make sense, right? For the algorithm, for Forex trading, for investing, so on and so forth. So it's often hard, I'm going to see if I can articulate this. It's often hard for me to articulate back the question. It's like the questions are just so off, and it has to do with the industry, right? The industry has brainwashed you into believing that Forex works like this, that if you copy a trade, it works like this, and none of that is true. It's just not true at all. So I had someone, I probably should go look at the questions. It's so hard for me to articulate this, but I'm going to try to do it. So someone comes in and they go, what should the lot size be for my account? And I'm like, what? What should the lot size be for your account? Well, what's the balance on your account? What's your leverage? Oh yeah, it's X dollars. Let's say it's $5,000, and the leverage is 500. Go ahead and tell me now exactly what my lot size should be. Well, no, right? I don't know what your risk appetite is. Oh well, I have a pretty high risk appetite. The difficulty is I have to answer that question, and there's no answer to that question. It doesn't even work that way. Certainly my system doesn't work, but the concept doesn't work that way. They also go on to say, and you know who you are if you were asking me this, and it's okay, and that, in fact, I think a lot of this was live in the group. It's not the point. If someone's asking this, 100 other people are thinking it. They said, and again, it's really hard for me to wrap my brain around this because this is just not how it works. They said, well, what lot size would I bid on a $5,000 account, 500 leverage, so it doesn't blow out my account? Well, that's a whole other question. I mean, what lot size should you bid to not blow out your account? The minimum. Right? What people want and what the reality is just completely, they're not even on the same planet. What you do is you start your trading account, you tell me how much you have in it, and I will make an out-of-the-gate recommendation of the lot size and or number of currency pairs. If you're starting with at least $1,000, you can handle the entire full 10 pip hybrid feed at a minimum lot size. What I find people doing, and this is why I can't answer the question on the front, is they do this. Everyone does this. So I set someone up. I'm like, listen, you should be at minimum lot size on $1,000, and they watch their account make $7, $8, $10, $15 a day, and that is not enough for them. First off, they're going in at a small account, right? Going in at a small account. $1,000 is a small account, and small accounts can work, but what people are wanting is they're wanting results from a $1,000 account that they would get from a $10,000 or a $20,000 account. That's just what they want. That's their perception in their head. They've seen all the scam bullshit lies on the internet about, look at, we're all blue, and each blue trade is $10,000 profit right now. Yeah, those are demo accounts, right? And they're perfect conditions. Because here's what I can do. I can turn some random robot that will blow your account out terribly. And I can put it on 2 accounts. I can put it on one account where it is buying, and I can put that robot on another account where it's selling. One of those demo accounts is going to be profitable. I'll show you the one that's profitable. Look at my system. It's fucking incredible. Where you don't see me having the ability, certainly I don't have the desire to do that, or the ability to do is I'm showing you real life. I mean, this is a real life actual trade. The price is moving on the screen. This is real. The results that I show here, this is real. I can expand this. It says FX with Terry, signals free. You can't fake that kind of shit. Like, this is real. This is what the algorithm is doing day in and day out. And what I found is there's absolutely no way for me to do videos on every brainwashing technique that everyone else is giving you, right? So what I want you to do when you start an account with me is I want you to start at my recommendation. I've had people come in and go, well, I've got $400. Okay, let's go ahead and turn one currency pair on at a minimum lot size, right? And if you're looking at it on a second by second, minute by minute basis, you won't be impressed. But that's your problem. If you're going to start a $400 account trading one currency pair at the minimum lot size, please look at it 12 months later, right? Those will be the real numbers, you know. Everybody trying to get rich. There is one way to get rich with Forex, and it's what you do with your profits. Video coming out, as I've been talking about for 2 months now. Video coming out. Just been I've been sick. I'm getting over. I literally feel like today is the first day I have about 98% of my voice back. But nonetheless, start your account. Based off of your account size, I will give you a conservative lot size and a feed, conservative feed, which is my 10 pip hybrid feed, and you can go from there. And what everybody does is they watch it for a week or two and they're like, holy shit, this system wins every trade. This is nothing but net profit every day, every trade, every currency pair, every basket of trades. Nothing but net profit. So they're like, I'm going to get fucking rich. So they up their lot size. Goes for a couple more weeks. They're like, holy crap, this doesn't lose. They up their lot size. Couple more weeks. Wow, this is amazing. Look, I'm making 27% a month. I'm like, okay. Now you're pushing it a little bit, because we all know, us that have been trading this for a while, the market will rape you. It will be like, okay, we suckered everybody in. We've had really beautiful, steady, profitable market conditions for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. We are going to ruin the market. We're going to take everybody's money. And that's what they do. Because what you did was you got lulled in, you got suckered into incredible market conditions, and you upped your lot size, 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 and then all of a sudden you wake up in the morning 20 trades deep on a currency pair at lot sizes your account can't handle. Your margin level percent is going 70, 71%, 70, 71%. It's red numbers, your margin level percent. You're like, what do I do? What you do is you go back 4, 6, 8 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 days ago, and you look at what I gave you, and you go for making consistent profits that do not blow out your capital, that do not over leverage your capital. Is there a magic number? There's not. I can give you absolute general references. They're always going to be very conservative. Everyone always jacks up their bid. Go ahead and do that. But you might want to do this. If you're a bidder jacker upper, go set yourself up an equal sized demo account to your live account. And at least practice. Let your live account live through the period of you don't know what the hell you're doing. Here's another one that I get. This one's crazy to me. It is always about volume. I'll have someone who's trading my system, and they will say, Terry, last week I made $200. I've only made $40 this week. What's wrong with the system? What's going on? Why is the system not trading? And I'm like, the system trades based off of the market volatility. On the currency pairs we're trading, there's just not a lot of banks dumping money into that particular currency pair at that particular time. And it's like it's like you made $200 last week and you don't know why you're not making $200 this week. I mean, that to me is pure misunderstanding and insanity, really. Like, really, what? Like, these things are random. The market is random. You're on a currency pair that's going sideways, like this CAD Chief that we've been looking at. Let me see if I have it up here. I do. So we had this is the 30-minute chart. We had a huge drop on CAD Chief, but if you go to the daily chart, here's where we're at. It's almost like you can't see it, but there was some wicks. There's a huge wick here and a huge wick here. All they're doing is manipulating this currency pair. They are waiting to push it up. Our take profit is somewhere up here. They're just waiting 6, 8, 10 days, 14 days to push it to that take profit. You can't predict that. You can't predict that. On other currency pairs, if you look at the free signal here, let me remove my drawing. Like, Euro USD closed last night, and then it did this one real quick and this one real quick. Like, you can't predict that. You don't know the amount of time. So when I see people, and it's consistent across the board, and it's so hard to deal with, because the questions I get are from the brainwashing you got, the mind viruses you got from other people. And boy, it's hard to correct that stuff. But this concept of consistent results, there's no such thing in Forex. There is no consistent. The market goes sideways for 7 days, and all of a sudden it pushes up 1,000 pips. You don't know that it's going to happen. So what you do is you have an algorithm like mine that pays attention to the market 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, because that's when the market's open. and it takes the entries when it gets the entries. It needs a particular set of criteria to enter, and then it mathematically trades that entry into profit. And you don't know how many it's going to happen. In fact, I would suggest it's been a little bit slow in the last 24 hours. I'm going to jump and show you this. Let's jump ahead. This is the free signal. I'm going to jump ahead to the overall system. So let me pull it up here. It is right here. So we're just going to look at overall. There is about 2.5 dozen trades open, but if I show you the results here, $1,380.04 closed overnight. That the overall system, that is it's middle of the road, low to middle of the road movement and market movement and volatility. It's Thursday. It's tearing down for the week, right? But it's so hard to answer these questions that are mind viruses, and one of the mind viruses is, I just don't feel like my account's trading very much right now, Terry. Is it working? Well, look at the overall market. It's the entire algorithm on the overall market is not moving that much. That's one of the reasons I suggest, if you are signed up for all of the automated auto trading, is that you put a $100,000 demo account together and you attach my feed called Premium Signals, because that's exactly what we're looking at right here, and you get a feel for how many trades are open, what pairs are open, what's the overall drawdown. And again, it's just a general reference. What's the overall drawdown now compared to what it was last week or yesterday? And if you watch this over time, you get a feel for, here's where we're at. We're at low volatility. We're at high volume. We're all going sideways, right? Like I was talking about earlier, that CAD-CHF, CAD Chief, it's just going sideways. It'll go profitable. It absolutely will go profitable. If you feel like your account's not making a lot of money right now, I'm like, listen, you can go be more risky if you want to. It's like people want risk without the risk. Well, I don't want to blow out my account. Then keep doing keep trading the 10 pip hybrid feed. But if you want to take massive risk, go hook up your live account to the Premium Signals feed, which is the entire algorithm, 22 currency pairs, and run that sucker into the ground if that's what you want to do. It gets a little emotional when it's, several $1,000 or more account, but I'm saying there's a happy medium here. You absolutely, when I give you a setup on the 10 pip hybrid, you absolutely can increase your bid, but I'm putting that on you. I give you the absolute basic. Like I go for a basic bid of 0.01 or 10 cents per pip per $1,000 in the account up to $5,000. Over $5,000, I suggest a 0.01 or a 10 cents per pip bid for every 2,500. So on a $10,000 account, you'd have a 0.07 base lot size. Because I'm sending the trade out at a 0.01 base lot size, you want a 7 multiply factor. 7 times 0.01 is 0.07. Pretty simple. And yes, that will be conservative, but it will handle every market condition over the next 12 months that is thrown at you. It will handle it. It'll be nicely profitable. It'll be stably profitable. Denise says, people want risk without the risk. They do. How do I make insane amounts of money without blowing out my account? You don't. There's a fine line. But there is no way for anyone in the world, and I don't know where this comes from, to tell you what you ought to bid. I got some accounts where I go risky as hell. I'm running the 70% drawdown line half the time. But that's me, and I understand that it can push over the edge. Now also, and I've tried to do this, but it's tough with brand new people, is to tell you how to manage it where you push the lot size limits, you run the ragged edge, and then you cut losses if it gets too far on you. Too far meaning your margin level percent is coming down below 500, below 500%. Yeah, Mark says, let me put this up there. Mark says, people want to turn $100 into $10K in 30 days because that's what they learned on you. I'm telling you. But, it's so unrealistic that, I want it to be true. And you know what? You probably could if you understood how to manage. Like Mark is a professional trader, completely knows how to manage all of this, right? Could Mark turn $100 into $10,000 in 30 days? Probably could, right? But there's going to be some forced losses in there, and you're going to run the ragged edge of, margin level percent and getting stopped out by your broker because, you over leverage. It's absolutely possible. But I more so look at this system as solid, steady profit generation. I wanted to say income. That's wrong. It's not income generation. I know people do that. Here's the thing I told someone a couple days ago that kind of expanded their mind. They were like, well, could I pull out $100 profit, every month? I'm using some general numbers. And I'm like, absolutely. Just understand that $100 profit, if you held on to it, could be tens of thousands of dollars in a compounded way. They're like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, you pull out 100 now from an investment that's earning 155% a year, let's say, which is a hell of a return on investment and very possible. And in fact, I'm going to show you how possible that is. But you pull out $100 now that you could have compounded over the next 7 years at 155% a year. You lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. You did. You lost at least $20,000, $30,000 from that $100 that you decided not to compound over the next 7 years. So, you have to be aware of just the mathematics and the numbers and investing, so on and so forth. Yeah, Mark says too much stress. Absolutely too much stress to take 100 and turn it into 10,000. And we don't have to do that because we see the bigger picture. We see a longer term, being able to compound our money over a longer term. But I'm getting off track, but I tell you, I have to spend so much time on that because these questions I get, I'm like, I almost have to start saying, that's not even a valid question, my friend. I get what you're implying. I want to make a lot of money on my small $2,000 account. How do I do that? What's the perfect lot size that won't blow out my account? It doesn't exist. You must take risk. You can take a lot less risk. You can take a hell of a lot more risk. But the concept of people wanting Forex trades, just one after the other, they just want the volume of trades. Then go connect your account at minimum lot size to my premium signals feed, which is the main algorithm, and let her run, baby. Don't do it for a few weeks and go, holy shit, this is incredible, because it is. Do it for a year. Do it for 18 months. And you'll get the same effect without all the stress if you put it on a 100K demo account and get a feel for what it's doing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on an hourly basis. You'll get a feel for that. So that's the overall system for the week results. Again, this because that NZD, what was it, NZD CAD, we're up 130,000 for the week, right? So pretty freaking amazing. Now, let me pause, and we looked at the free signal account. We looked at the overall system. Now I'm going to go, and I believe it's this one here. I'm going to go look at just the 10 pip hybrid. The 10 pip hybrid, the pairs are going sideways right now. They just are. CAD Chief is going sideways. And what that makes people believe, let me go to the results here. What that makes people believe is there's something wrong with my account. You know how many messages I got this morning? So I think there's something wrong with my account. Just hasn't done a lot of profit in the last few days. I'm like, have you watched the market at all? Like, you get so used to going, oh my God, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Now, it has made, it here you can see on the screen, $235.46 on these currency pairs that have closed from the 10 pip hybrid. Pretty damn good. Real stable. Feels good. It feels good. What did you bid? I don't know. But you have to bid something that's relevant for your account. It's funny because I know you guys that watch me every day, there's got to be part of you that's like, Jesus Christ, Terry, you're saying the same thing every day. That's because mind viruses are more prevalent than fucking reality. Like, everyone that comes in that's new starts right at a level of 10 to 20 mind viruses that I have to deal with. And listen, I can't save the world, and I'll answer the questions, right? I definitely need to make people get more in the live chat than I do in the private messaging, because I'm like, listen, everybody needs to see this. Could I create 15 videos a day that answered every different question? I could. What I try to do, and the goal of this live session, is to be able to answer that live and in a fluid manner, and frankly I probably should start doing this. Tell everyone, great question, that's a great question, please come to the live session tomorrow, right? And ask those questions, and I can deal with them, and everybody can kind of, you'll get people that will go back and watch the replay from a month ago and go, oh, this is totally different. Oh, I see what's going on. Mark says broken record. Because, frankly, this stuff is actually pretty simple. But I deal a lot with the mind viruses that are perpetuated by, someone that is on YouTube just spouting off. The other problem is your average person has zero dedication to learning something. I'm telling you right now, if you use my system and you learn this and you just go all in, this is what you do, you'll be more successful with this than anything I've ever seen in my life. I am a successful guy, choose the most successful shit. I've done a lot of different things in my life. This is the most successful thing I've ever done. This is great, but get in deep and learn it. And no, don't learn how to calculate a pip from the pricing, all that stuff. Learn the general, you might even call it investing concepts. Learn what Forex can and can't do. Learn that the market changes on a minute by minute basis, week by week, high volatility, low volatility, and learn. And I will tell you this: the video that I got coming out is probably going to quell 90% of mind viruses, because I'm going to go, everybody's looking right, we're going to look left, I'm going to show you how to go left, and it'll all just be easier. You really won't worry about all of these things. So that is it. So we looked at all three accounts. I don't have the gold scalper going. I'm going to get that. Had a few programming things I wanted to do. Going to get that going. We'll start looking at it again tomorrow morning, where we'll see what settings I'm going to do. Right? I've been all over the board. I did the 0.01 lot size. I did a 0.10 lot size. I opened up the equity protection. I'm probably going to do somewhere in between there. I'm going to take a $10,000 account, do a 0.05 lot size, and put some equity protection on it. Like, I don't know, I'll set it at $500. If it goes to 500, draw down, get out, survive another day. We'll see. We'll see what goes on with that. But that's it. Appreciate you watching. Thursday, tomorrow is the end of the week, Friday. My thought has been, and you tell me, because I know we're all on different time zones. My thought has been to do this at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. However, that would be 7:30 Pacific, which is a little early. So I thought about doing it at noon Eastern, which makes it 9 Pacific. So we'll see. Today I had a kind of a weird situation where my power went out, blew a circuit breaker, had to figure that out, so it kind of delayed everything. But nonetheless, and I'm pretty sure we got better audio now. No one said anything, but I'm sure we do. So that's it. I will see you tomorrow to recap the end of the week. Get into the group, ask the questions, and I've got quite a few private questions I have to answer right now. So get in the group, ask the questions, take the free signals, and start getting profitable with this stuff. I will see you in tomorrow's live session.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex.